everyone, Sophia here from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com, and I've had it with my weight. So if any of you watched my last video, and I think it was the Echo Me box opening and it came out like about a week and a half ago, you probably noticed that the video was a little bit different. It was choppy. I didn't do the transitions properly. I think there was a repeat in there. I am not doing it over. I just want to let you know that what happened is that as I was editing the video, I was looking at myself and I said, you have to be kidding me. How much weight have I gained? It just got out of control in the last 3 or 4 months. If you've been a subscriber of mine since the beginning, which was about almost a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, you probably have watched me gradually gain weight. I just watched the other day a video from, I think it was January or maybe February of 2012, and oh boy, not the same person. So I got really upset. I was editing the video. I was just like, you know what, let me just put this thing out there. I can't stand looking at myself. I was just disgusted. So what did I do? Yes, I joined Weight Watchers. So what I'm gonna do is a new series because I need the support. This blog and vlog initiative is called My Great Challenge because there's some areas of my life, such as planning ahead and things like this, that are very, very challenging for me. And I know that it's not for others, but I know, for instance, that watching my weight and being mindful of what I eat has always been one of my biggest challenges. So I joined Weight Watchers. I already weighed in for my first week, so I'm going to share that with you. I have absolutely no shame. I'm going to show you a ton of pictures so you understand why I'm feeling this way. And then I'm going to show you the tools that I got when I went to Weight Watchers, which I put in this little, pouch. And then kind of like my Weight Watchers experience, which I've done before. I've joined Weight Watchers way back in the days, in the 90s. It was before the Point Plus. Then I joined again about 3 or 4 years ago, and then I joined again this time around. In between, I did oodles of different diets. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit, just to give you a background kind of history. So let's go down memory lane. First of all, I was always a very skinny kid. I mean, I'm talking like you could see my ribs when I was standing just naturally, not even putting my arms up. You could see my ribs. I was always very skinny. And then reached the age of 14, something happened. We all know what it is. And I went like that. At the same time, I was also dancing. I was a ballerina, and I was not a skinny ballerina. So here's a picture for you of me dancing. I'm about 16 years old in that picture, and I have to be honest, that's the year that they told me if I don't lose 25 pounds, 25, I was 16. They told me if I don't lose 25 pounds, I'm going to have trouble with my feet, with my ankle, and they're not going to be able to put me on the, in the front row and do solos and things like this. So I tried to lose the weight. At the time, my mom, who was also struggling with her weight her whole life, all I heard when I was a kid was my mom going on a diet, off diet, back on diet, off diet, all the time. Are you going to eat this? You sure you want to eat this? You know, whatever. It was always a big issue around weight when I was a little girl. And my sister had the same problem. My brother couldn't care less. He was just stuffing his face all the time. And my grandma was a chef, so that didn't help either, because we had the best of foods at the table every night as she lived with us. So anyway, they told me lose the weight. I lost a little bit. I think at the time my mom put me on some homeopathic, the French are big on that, homeopathic thing. And I did lose some weight. I think I lost maybe 10 pounds, but I was never able to lose the other 15. So anyway, long story short, come 17, they booted me out of the academy. They literally did. They said to me, listen, you lose the other 15 pounds, so don't come back in September. And I didn't come back because I never lost the 15 pounds. So yeah, my career as a ballerina terminated on that day. But I was very active. I was doing horseback riding. I was doing gymnastics. I was always very muscular. I was always very, I had a lot of bounce. I had a lot of muscles. My body was really, really solid, but it was also covered in fat. So anyway, I go into college. I go into another diet. At that point, I was all the weight. Then I come to the US. And when I came to the US, I had done a drastic L-carnitine diet right before I came to the US. I was 22 years old. It was July 1992. I was 122 pounds. So here's a picture for you of me at 122 pounds. Yeah, it's not the same person, is it? We were going to a wedding or something. So yeah, I'm very aware that is just no way on earth I'm going back down to that weight. This is just, first of all, that was pre-pregnancies. I wasn't even married back then. I was just 22 years old. But that was one of my best weight. And 122 really is skinny. It's skinny for a 5'5" frame like mine, who's very muscular. So I had lost a lot of muscle mass, I guess, because I wasn't dancing and doing horseback riding anymore. Anyway, so again, I'll go on, gain some more weight, then I meet my husband, and when I met my husband I was about 149 pounds, which was alright. It's like when you go to Weight Watchers, they tell you, you know, your target weight is between such and such. So my target weight is between 120 and 150. Alright, so they say that I would reach my goal once I get to be 150 or below. So when I met my husband, I was 149, and I was fine. So here's a picture of me at my wedding, right? And yeah, I know there's no wedding dress. We did a quick thing. But it worked for us, and been married since. So anyway, 14 years, 15, 14. Anyway, so I'm 149, and I'm gradually gaining the weight. And then of course, pregnancy number 1, I gained 67 pounds. 67, alright? I was supposed to stop at 27. I had gained a 27, which is the average weight of every pregnancy within the first trimester of my pregnancy, between month 1 and month 3, which really is absolutely unacceptable. I put myself in a lot of danger, but I turned out that it was alright. I was fine, baby was fine. I have no high blood pressure or anything like this. My blood pressure is at 110, 120, no matter what the circumstances, so I'm blessed with that. But 67 pounds. So I'm going into the hospital, and they had a scale, and I weighed myself after I delivered Edward. I was 213 pounds. Can you imagine this at 213 pounds? So what did I do? I joined Weight Watchers. I did Weight Watchers for about 6 months. Then I moved on to Summer Size, you know, the Susan Summers diet, which is great, but you know, it was just a lot of meat, a lot of protein, not enough vegetables for me. It was just too much protein and 0 carbs. So you know, I had a hard time with that. But anyway, I lost all the weight plus some. So here's a picture of me after I did that one diet, and it was in 2003, a year after I gave birth. I lost 67 pounds plus 6, so this is me at 143 pounds. I like that picture a lot. And by the way, I still have the dress. So one of the little things that I'm going to do, because I'm not saying I'm going to try to be 143 again, I'm definitely going to go down 150. I'd like to see if I can fit in that dress again, because I love that little summer dress, and it was a good weight for me. 143 was good. So long story short, we leave the area, we move back to New Jersey. I'm losing a little bit more weight because, you know, there's like peer pressure. Everybody's super skinny in New York. There's like, you know, 120 pounds soaking wet girls all over the place. So I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. I wanted to have another child. I knew I was going to gain a huge amount of weight for my second pregnancy, so I lost some more. So I ended up being at 135, something like this, and then I get pregnant again with William. Guess what? 65 pounds this time around. So I'm ballooning again to 190 something for my second pregnancy. And that weight I've lost again through a combination of Weight Watchers and a combination of Summer Size, and I've lost all the way down to about 155, which was great. And I don't know if I have a picture of that. If I do, I'll insert it right here. So 155 in 2007, that was all right. And then you just get busy, life happens, gradually started putting on the weight again and again and again and again. I joined Weight Watchers back in 2011. I was 168 at the time. I went on Weight Watchers. I followed the plan for at least 2.5 months, lost 17 pounds. I was very happy, 151. That was a good goal. I was almost at my target goal, but the day I stopped going to the meetings is the day I stopped counting, and the day I stopped tracking, and the day I stopped going to the gym. And guess what happened? Since 2011, gradually the weight went back up. My biggest issue is when I come home from work and I am just starving. I will eat anything. I could go literally through half a loaf of bread and butter or bread and Nutella in half an hour. No joke. And that includes probably a soda or a juice and you know, coffee with cream, or even a Starbucks coffee that's like 350 calories, like some crazy stuff. But I'm very active, and you've seen that in my videos. So I'm thinking, well, hold on a second. If I wasn't burning as much calories as I am because of the fact that I'm constantly going up and down my 4-story home and I'm constantly doing projects and things, I can only imagine the weight I would be. So I watched this video when I was editing a week and a half ago, and I just got absolutely disgusted. Ladies, I used to be chiseled. This used to be chiseled. I used to have no double chin. I felt like I had a goiter. I looked at myself. I was bending down to go get some makeup stuff in my vanity, and I said, are you kidding me? This is heinous. It's hideous. I can't stand it. And for those of you who struggle with your weight, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody wants to say, you know, hey, kumbaya, we don't care, you are who you are, embrace your body and all of this. But the reality is that when you look at yourself in pictures, and when you look at yourself in video, and when you go to the store and nothing fits. I used to have pants that were size 8, forget it, I can't wear them anymore. I moved on to size 12. Last month, I had to go buy some pants. I had to buy size 12. I haven't been a size 12 in quite a while. And it's just like, I was upset at myself for letting myself go like this. And also for health reasons, because I'm going to be 44 on September 15th. I'm going to be 44, and I have to do something, because once menopause hits, I know it's going to be no point of return. It's just going to be, you know, whatever I am, I'm going to have to try to struggle to maintain that, because it's very hard to lose the weight afterwards. So I looked at myself in that video and I said, this is it. I got to do something. I need accountability. I can't do it on my own. If I do a diet on my own, I know it works for the first 3 weeks, and then after 3 weeks, and I feel like, yeah, I've lost 10 pounds. Yeah, all right, I feel much better. My pants fit. I'm not, you know, bursting at the seam anymore. I tend to stop, and I need something that's going to keep me on track. So I joined Weight Watchers again, because I know it works. Weight Watchers work, all right? There's a ton of diets out there that work just as much, but it's not a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change. It's more of portion control. It's more about educating you about the foods. And then they allow you to eat carbs. There's a lot of things that you can do on Weight Watchers. You just got to count the points and then adjust the rest of your food throughout the day. So this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you how much I lost the first week, but this is what I'm going to do moving forward. Every week, it's not going to be necessarily on the very same day. I'm going to post a video with an update. So today is week 1, weigh in. Alright, the series is going to be probably Sophia weighs in, or Weight Watchers week 1, Weight Watchers week 2, and blah 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 blah. So I'll do the video on Sunday morning, because my meeting is on Saturday morning. I'll do my video on Sunday morning, and then I'll post it sometimes during the week. But what I wanted to do to really be an incentive for me, and to keep you, my viewers, on par with supporting me and being there for me, because I'm going to need you. Remember, this is my biggest challenge, is food. I love to eat. I took pictures of me before, alright? And what I'm going to do is every 2 weeks, I'm going to take the same picture with the same clothes. And we're going to do that every 2 weeks until I lose the weight. And then we'll see the difference. I don't anticipate that it's going to be pow in your face type difference at the beginning, because, you know, you're only losing a few pounds. So here are the pictures. Awfully embarrassing. I'm going to share them with you anyway, because like I said, this is it. I have to be accountable. I have to do this. There's no choice. I want it more than anything else I've ever wanted. So it's all about intrinsic motivation. Motivation that comes from within, basically. And this is me before. So I took those pictures the day I joined Weight Watchers. are you ready for this? I went to Weight Watchers. I signed up. I paid for the fee. I'm doing the monthly pass. And I bought a whole bunch of stuff that I'm about to show you, and they weighed me in, and I was 178.2. 5'5", 178.2. So basically that means that when I joined Weight Watchers 2 years ago and I was 168, I had lost 17 pounds. I gained 17 pounds that I had lost plus 10 pounds in 2 years. 27 pounds. That's a pound, a little bit over a pound a month. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. This is almost the weight I was after I gave birth to William. And I was petrified at the time. So I got to do something about it. I joined Weight Watchers. It's the monthly pass is $9.95. They send you like a little blue card. You can sign up for the e-tools, which is basically the same thing but online. I didn't do that yet, but I did get a whole bunch of stuff. I bought a, first of all, I have like a little notebook here, and I write down, you know, my notes from the meetings. And if you join Weight Watchers, you may not like your first meeting. I'm giving you an advice. Go check out other meetings. I had a specific group leader the last time I went 2 years ago, and when I joined on Saturday, I couldn't do the meeting with her that day. I went the following day and it was a totally different leader. I did not like that leader at all. I thought she was not motivating. She was letting people joke around. There was too much goofing off and not enough on topic. So I went back to the Saturday meeting with Sandy, who was my leader 2 years ago. What a difference. And I went there yesterday, very motivating. The group was really supportive. It was awesome. So anyway, so I write my notes. They give you little stickers and stuff. All right, whatever. Another thing they give you when you join, just to give you an idea, is this Plan and Track book. And basically it's a book where you just go ahead and track the foods that you eat at the points, get a balance, then you track here your activity points. And I have done it religiously for the entire week. I'm going to show you right now. See, this was day 1. Put all my food and then the points. Here's another one right here. Here's day 3 and day 4. Day 5 and day 6, right? And day 7, which was Friday, because day 8 was really Saturday. So I went in yesterday. I weighed in. Week number 1, I lost 3.6 pounds. It's a small victory. I'm not going to get all hung up on the number. I want to feel better and I want to look better. That's really one of the goal here. So if I'm comfortable with my body at 160, well then I'll stop at 160. But I need to be comfortable and I need my clothes to fit. I mean, if you remember the picture I just showed you, I was bursting at the seam. Like that shirt, which is a large size shirt from Land's End, was just like all tight. It looked horrible, and that's actually my best shirt. So yeah. Another thing they give you is this Weight Watchers pocket guide, and this is like, you know, where you find out what the points are. So there's some restaurants, you know, common items you would find in restaurants, right? And then they show you what portion size is, right? So the size of your fist is 1 cup, okay? So that's all you should have as pasta, and it has to be whole grain. 1 ounce meat of cheese is the equivalent of your thumb right here. So it's not a lot of food. You have to adjust. I'm not going to say my body was in a state of shock the first week, because I did eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and a lot of water, so I was okay. I adjusted. The next one is Master Your Meals. It's this book right here, and this is all about recipes that they provide you. You know, just recipe ideas. I have the Weight Watchers cookbooks downstairs. I have the latest one, and then I have the oldest one. And I already made some recipes, like the Weight Watchers meatloaf, for instance, is delicious. My kids ate it. Hello, it was good. So some of the recipes are really, really good. And then the next one is Find Your Fingerprint, and this is more like a journal type thing, where you write in your thoughts about your history of diets, how you manage, you know, things like this. And then at the beginning, they want you, I'm going to share this with you, it's too funny. They want you to draw a picture of you before and draw a picture of you after. So are you ready for this? Okay, so this is what I did for me before, right? See, that was the biggest problem right here. So the bulge right here and stuff, right? And dimples, that's not hair, it's dimples, okay? And then I drew a picture of myself after, what I want to look like. Chiseled. So it's all about visualization. I thought it was funny. It's not for everybody. That whole journal thing is not for everybody. I'm doing it only because I need to stay focused and I need to stay motivated. And then when you go in, you have, not showing you my name here, you have this little thing here, and you go in, you show them your pass, and then they weigh you in, and then they put a sticker, and this is the last one where I have minus 3.6. I joined in on Saturday, that's when they weighed me in, and then I went the following day for the first meeting, so they gave me another sticker, and it messed up the whole system. It looked like I was there only 6 days, so she had to write in by hand. But since I'm going to do the Saturday meeting, it's going to be much better. So 3.6. I'm at 174.6, I guess, right now. It's going to be a long journey. Oh yeah, and then when you go in, they give you this little, you know, magazine thing. It's got coupons and recipe ideas and the goal for the week, and we discussed that in the meeting. Anyway, so yeah, I joined Weight Watchers. I plan on going back to under 150, so I have about 28 pounds to lose. 28 pounds. You're supposed to lose no more than 2.5 pounds per week. The first week being the most drastic, and it was 3.7 for me. So if I lose 2 pounds per week, and there's going to be weeks with, week without, weeks with nothing at all, weeks of gain, it's going to take me about 3 months. So that's a lot of videos for you guys to follow. If you're interested, if you want to join Weight Watchers and do it with me, by all means do it. Let me know. Comment down below if you want to give me video responses on how you're doing on your weeks as I post my week updates. That would be great. If you just want to tell me how much you've lost and how you're doing on the diet or on the lifestyle change, comment down below, let me know. But I need your support. And yeah, so I've decided I was going to do this. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. It's just for me. I want to lose the weight, I want to feel good again, I want to look good again, I want to fit in that dress again, and I'll throw some before and after picture again every 2 weeks. So it'd be fun to watch as I'm reaching my goal, the difference between that picture right here of me last week and the picture of 3 months from now. And it's an incentive for me because I have to be accountable to you guys as well, not just to me but to you guys as well, to continue doing this. So wish me luck, and give me a thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you're new, give me video responses, comment down below. I need your support. I'm doing this. I'm gonna lose 28 pounds. I got 3.6 so far, so I'm on my way. Bye.